I've slowed down this first clip just so I can kind of talk through this real quick. Cheap cup and cone bottom brackets are literally the things of nightmares. These things rust in place so easily. This bike is probably like 10 years old, bottom bracket has never been removed, and even with penetrating oil, with a lot of leverage, this thing won't even move under normal circumstances. So what you have to do is somehow secure the tool onto the bottom bracket itself so it won't slip off. Once it's secured, you can take a mallet, preferably a rubber mallet, not a hammer, because you'll likely break the tool, and you can slowly but surely get it to free itself. And as you can see, I'm actually hitting it pretty darn hard, and we're only getting maybe 1/8 of a spin. And you can see here, the tool itself doesn't really align to either side of that bottom bracket cup, so it can slip around quite a bit. This is frustrating. So just imagine trying to break this thing loose without first securing it to the actual bottom bracket cup. It's not possible. So you can see here just how much rust was actually on some of those threads. I'm going to be able to unscrew it from here. Let's take a look at these bottom bracket bearings. Any guesses if they're still intact? Oof. Big oof. Look at those things. Just look at all that rust and just kind of dirt build up in there. Let's get these ball bearings out. I like to use a magnet just so they don't go everywhere. But wait, there's more. We still got to get the drive side cup out. This one's not always as difficult just because you do have a little bit more surface area to work with. But as you can see, the tool itself doesn't fit super snugly on the actual cup itself. So it still has a tendency to slip around, and you're going to just kind of have to work it free a few turns at a time until it finally comes out. We still got a few more bearings in there. Just get some of this dirt out. So before replacing this, you're going to want to clean the shell out. I'm just using the basic degreaser. This is the orange citrus degreaser from Finish Line. Then we're going to measure the bottom bracket spindle because we need to figure out the proper length for the replacement. I apologize for not getting this all in frame, but you're just measuring with calipers or a ruler end to end and figure out the total length. So this is about 124. Closest thing I'm going to have is a 122, which is perfectly fine. The difference there is only 1 millimeter on either side of the spindle, so it's perfectly fine to use that as a replacement. You do want to grease everything, so if we do have to remove this at any point in the future, it's going to make your life a lot easier. The replacement bearing is what's called a cartridge bearing, and it's a sealed bearing system, so it's going to last a lot longer than the original one.